from Mentor English. Hope you will be fine and in the high state of human health. Myself, motivational speaker, leadership, business coach, master trainer, language trainer, vlogger, novelist, Professor MA Raza. And before going to discuss the further channel series, I would like to say hi to everyone, especially my old students, Kainat 17, Kainat 18, Kainat 19 and Kainat 20, and my beloved, my most beloved cousin Sonnet, and as she has her birthday yesterday, so and all the other dignitaries and all my other watchers and viewers and subscribers and all the dignitaries. So and especially my students and the students of my students and all the others who are just watching me and just listening me from my channel. So I'm very grateful to you, and we are going to start our new series, and that was in a pending situation, in a pending position after many months. I would like to say, if 2 or 3 years, it would not be wrong, and it couldn't be wrong. So anyhow, I started and I'm gonna record, and alhamdulillah summa alhamdulillah, I have started recordings about my this particular issue and this particular activity. Let me just, and I'm doing it with all my efforts and with all my anyway. Before going to start, and I would like to tell you that I'm going to start the Old Man and the Sea series, as it is done by many of teachers, many of lecturers, many of professors, many of associate professors, and many of the English dignitaries, and many of English teachers, and many of others. And I'm also going to take a touch to the Old Man and the Sea. So we are going to discuss it in all its details, and it will be available on my channel regularly, inshallah. And we will use the book I'm showing you here. So it is new Kitab Markaz Literary Classic Transform series, Old Man and the Sea, and new edition. So the edition is with me is the edition of let me just check that. Yeah, let me just check that. The edition is, I think it's the 19th, or yeah, it's 19th 2019th edition, as you can see. So this book will be available after my this particular live and particular gossip with you, and I'm also going to discuss some important parts and important elements of the novel, important elements of the story of the novel, important elements or important glimpse of the novel in this particular activity and in this particular series. My dear students and the students of my students, and the watchers and subscribers and their parents, The Old Man and the Sea is the keynote novel of Ernest Hemingway, which is based on a particular theme, which is called Man Can Be Destroyed but Not Defeat. And it is quite right, and we will prove through this novel. Pardon me. And before going to start the particular story, and before going to start the particular area or era, about Santiago, and before going further, I would like to share that this book is in our farmer when I was doing my graduation from Punjab University under the chairmanship of Professor Dr. Razi Abdi. Professor Dr. Razi Abdi's current situation and their current glimpse are also available on my this English channel, and you can also take a ziyarah of Professor, my mentor and mentor of the mentors, Professor Dr. Razi Abdi, and Professor Razi Abdi Sahab were there, and he was there, and lot of glimpse, lot of history, lot of thoughts, lot of memories, and so on, so on, so on. So we are going to start it. Ernest Hemingway, the book is, I would like to show you that, as you can see, so with all its impacts and with all its if you can see, sorry, in this way. So I would like to start some important lines from the very first page and in front of you. So, he was an old man who fished alone in a skiff in the Gulf Stream, and he had gone 84 days now without taking a fish. In the first 40 days, a boy had been with him, but after 40 days without a fish, the boy's parents had told him that the old man was now definitely and finally slow, which is the worst form of unlucky, and the boy had gone at their orders in another boat, which caught 3 good fish. The first week, it made the boy sad to see the old man come in each day with his skiff empty, and he always went down to help him carry either the coiled lines or the gaff and harpoon and the sail that was furled around the mast. The sail was patched with flour sack and furled. It looked like the flag of the permanent defeat. So before going further, I would like to request that this book is the keynote book for ADS part 2 or ADS semester 3 or 4th semester if you are doing it as semester wise, and if you are going the classical BA Bachelor of Arts, so it would be the important keynote book for part 2 or second year, I would like to say 4th year. So that's a keynote book, and I've did some important lines. I have taught, and I have studied, and I have spoke some important lines in front of you of this book, and you will fetch this book inshallah, particularly in by with all its means, and with all its manners, and with all its particular thoughts, and with all its particular aspects, with all the particular aspects of the novel, with all the particular aspects of the creativity, with all the particular aspects of the major themes, major characters, major places, major other important subplots, mini characters, some other characters, and so on. All will be available through this, and we will definitely do, and we will definitely try our best to give you, and I'll try my best that I'll give you the complete and important aspects and glimpse of this particular novel written by Hemingway, Ernest Miller, the complete name, and in short Ernest Hemingway, that is being used in particular, and another book which is being used and which is being taught in BS English, before in former MA English, for whom the bell tolls, that is also a particular, pardon me, that is also a particular novel by Ernest Hemingway. And before going, I want to give you some sort of some important glimpse of, for example, Old Man and the Sea. The first important point is the main character. The main character, or the protagonist, or the main hero, or the main person, or this the story is being crawled, or being worked, or being flourished, or being dramatized, or being novelized in front of, or in the circle of in particular circle of the person, and the person is Santiago. The name is Santiago. So Santiago is very much important or a significant personality, and he was not only a just a fisherman. He was a very brave man too. We will fetch the information of his bravery inside the novel, inshallah. But Santiago was a fisherman, and on the Mexican Ocean, he was the person living there in Cuba, in Havana, the main city, or the main capital of Cuba. So that is the important, and we also dramatize, and we also novelize the person, as there is some important wrinkles. And when we discuss that Santiago as its particular character, and when we write down, and when we characterize Santiago, we will also find a particular recognition of the character, and that will be that there are wrinkles on his face. That is because he was an old man. So being an old man, and being an old man, he has got some important wrinkles on his face, and that was a particular recognition of the character of Ernest Hemingway. So because why we are discussing Santiago in with this minute detail, because it is the important glimpse of important glimpse of Ernest Hemingway. I would like to say, I mean to say, Hemingway is the masterpiece, Old Man and the Sea, Old Man and the Sea, Old Man and the Sea, and From the Bell Tolls. Both, if we talk about the characterization of Ernest Hemingway, so Hemingway used very typical characters from middle class, from lower middle class, from the lowest area of the life, lowest area of the particular sequence of or the particular area of community, or a county, or society. So that is very important point of Ernest Hemingway. That is a very brilliant point of Ernest Hemingway, that Ernest Hemingway usually use his characters from the typical of the society, not from the modern, not from the elite of the society, not from the dignitaries of the elite class, not from the royal class, not from the high class, or not from the very differentiative classes. He used a common man. So when we study, and when we take a glimpse of Ernest Hemingway, so the main key point is that Ernest Hemingway use typical characters. Ernest Hemingway use typical characters. He is a torchbearer of the typical society. He dramatize, he novelize his stories from a typical society, not from the highest society, not from the royal society, not from any other sort of you are getting my point, that he used the society, he used the society and sorry, he used the characters of the society from very typical, from lower middle class, from middle class, from below the middle class. And as we can say, Santiago is the main character, is the main hero of the novel Old Man and the Sea. And in Old Man and the Sea, Old Man and the Sea novel is dramatized in a very typical society. That is when, and I usually dramatize this sequence to the very great writer of Urdu era, and the name is the novel name is Alipur Ka Ali, Alipur Ka Ali, and the writer name I have forgot right now. I think Mumtaz Mufti. Mumtaz Mufti, and also Alak Nagri. And when we talk particularly about and another glimpse also available in our Urdu society, as we read Banu Qudsiya Appa, so in the dearest Banu Qudsiya Didi's novel Amar Bel or Raja Ged or Purva, or Purva is a novelette, not the novel. And even in Tarad Uncle, Mustansur Sen Tarad's The First City of Love, Pyar Ka Pehla Sheher, and so on, they are all they use the same streamline for their characters and for their particular activities and for their particular characterization, as they use the typical characters same as and they have got this era from Ernest Hemingway, and they use their particular characterization from Hemingway, and they are fully inspired. They have got their inspirations from Hemingway and many other. But why I emphasize Hemingway? Because Hemingway usually justify, Hemingway usually criticize, Hemingway usually take the glimpse of a particular society which is called the typical society. And we can take a glimpse that sir, are you going in differentiation from Chaucer? And when we talk about like this, so that's a particular which I have got on our live message. And the message was that, sir, are you going to differentiate it from Chaucerian era? When we talk about that, Chaucer as on its picture in his character gallery or his pictorial gallery or his characterization, Chaucer not only work on his typical characters. Chaucer did his best to choose the character from elite class too, as friar, as monk, as the father of the friar. I've got a bit. Just a minute. Knight. They were all from royal family, and but when we talk and when we similarize Chaucer same as our particular area or particular value of our Hemingway, then we will say that Chaucer also Chaucer use characterization from elite class, but Chaucer signify, Chaucer identify, Chaucer discover the problems from the elite class along with typical class along with the below the typical class. So Chaucer's art of work depict and tells us that what type of problems the problems were same as when he want to signify and he want to identify that if night is corrupt, if night is giving you is taking corruption, if night is giving or if night is lying, so the typical character is also lying, and below the typical character is also lying. Same as if we take the old man, so we can say the old man is a particular summary of the same as characterizations of Chaucer, but in an other way. In which way? He want to tells us Ernest Hemingway want to tells us in the series of Old Man and the Sea, in the importance glimpse and incidents of the series of in the series of Old Man Sea as a characterization that if you want to do something higher, if you want to do something prominative, if you want to do something successful, if you want to do something revolutionary, if you want to do something a change, you don't need a particular caste or a particular string of higher class, of elite class. If you want to do good, if you want to use truth, you can use during while you are in typical class. Same the thing is being called or is being asked by Chaucer, that it is not I would like to say it is not a differentiative that if a knight is telling lie, and if a typical character, or if a prioress, or if a very lowest character is telling a lie, both doing corruption, both doing corrupt practices, both doing same as. In the other hand, on 180-degree change, if someone wants to do good, whether he is in elite class, whether he is in typical class, or whether he is in below typical class, you can do. It's up to you what you are going to do. Same as now we have got a particular glimpse on the same topic, that Old Man and the Sea. And the Old Man and the Sea is particularly give us, Old Man and the Sea particularly give us the thing, particularly give us a phenomena, particularly give us a thought, particularly give us some sort of resultant and exclusive ideas, that if you want to do something good, if you want to do something important, if you want to do something quite familiar, if you want to do something good for your society, if you want to do something good for your community, if you want to do good something good for your county, if you want to do something good for your humanity, if you want to good something good for your surroundings, you don't need that you are in a particular highest family. In our own family, if you want to offer prayer, if you want to recite Drood, if you want to recite Nafal, or if you want to offer Nafal, you don't need to be in the family of a Sayyid, in the family of any mentor, in the family of any dignitary, or in the family of any Islamic leader. It's up to you. You are going to do a good deed, you will fetch, you will find, you will get the result. So that is the base of Old Man and the Sea. And second important factor for our motivation, for our mentorship, for our good study, and for our particular sequence is that the parents, the humbleness, and all the manners of patience, all the manner of humbleness, all the manners of bear anything, or to signify anything, or to justify anything. So that is, I apologize, I send my apologies to all of you that I was due to some my international tours, and for some of my international travels, I was not live with you, and it was my problem, and I'm very grateful to all of you, and it's very appreciable that you all bear it with all your manner, with all your dignitaries, with all your efforts, with all your technicalities, with all your humbleness, with all your bearance, with all your patience. So that is your love to me, and I raise my both hand for your love. I really love you too, and that is all your, I salute you that you are still with me, and many ones are still in their anger, still in their negative thoughts, and still in their I told you, especially now I'm talking to Kainat 7 and 8 and 9. I told you that the time will come, you will be in anger and you will oppose my thoughts. So you are on this stage right now. You are particularly on this stage right now. And I will not disturb you, because when I'm still your teacher, I will remain your teacher. Whenever you will be on any other stage, you can ask me, you can send me you can send me your all questions anytime. So I will sort them out, whether you are angry or you are not angry. That is another part, and that is not a particular part of your and mine relation. So there is also what is better, what is in benefit for you, I will send to you, inshallah Aziz. So by the grace of Allah. So at before going to end, I would like to some more important points regarding this particular event and this particular novel, and I would like to share some more lines, and I will give you also I would like to share some more lines with you. So let me just say, the old man was thin and gaunt, with deep wrinkles in the back of his neck. The brown blotches of the benevolent skin, cancer, the sunlight from its reflection on the tropic sea, were on his cheeks. The blotches ran well down the sides of his face, and his hands had the deep creased scars from handling the heavy fish on the cords, but none of these scars were fresh. They were as erosions in a fishless desert. Everything about him was old except his eyes, and they were the same color as the sea, and were cheerful and undefeated. Cheerful and undefeated. So skiff means boat, equipped or boat equipped with sails and oars. That's a composing mistake. Say slough means unlucky. Coiled means twisted into rings. Blotches, spots, or smears. Benevolent, magnanimous, or magnificent, or magnanimous, or generous, creased, pleated, scars, blemishes, or wound marks, and cords, strides, or thin ropes, erosions, corrosions, or corrosions, or cores of that, cheerful, jolly, or buoyant. Jolly or buoyant. So Santiago, the boy said to him as they climbed the bank from where the skiff was hauled up. I could go with you. Again, we have made some money. The old man had taught the boy to fish and the boy loved him. No, the old man said. No, the old man said, you are with a lucky boat. Stay with them. You are with a lucky boat. Stay with them. I especially hit here, Kitty. See and listen. Stay with the boat. That is lucky, and you are with a lucky boat. Stay with them. Stay with them. But remember how you went 87 days without fish, and then we caught big ones every day for 3 weeks. Every day for 3 weeks. Now the old man said, you are with a lucky boat, stay with them. But remember how you went 87 days. This is said by the boy, without fish, and then we caught big one, said by Santiago, that we will definitely got a big fish every week, inshallah. So I remember the old man said, I know you didn't leave me because you doubted. Because you doubted. It was Papa made me leave. Now the boy that is particularly saying, and the boy, it is said by Manolin, the boy. Manolin said that if you are thinking that I am being doubted about you, that's quite wrong. That's quite wrong. I know. That's quite wrong. It was Papa. It was Manolin's father. The old man said, it was Papa made me leave. Made me leave. Manolin don't want to leave Santiago. I am a boy and I must obey him. Because I am her child. He is my father. So I have to obey. He's telling to his teacher. He's telling to his mentor. He's telling to his master, and he's telling to his sir. It is quite boy, and I must obey him. Now Santiago repeat, I know, Kitty, I know. The old man said, it is quite normal. It's quite normal that usually our old generation is usually differentiated with our new generation. So that's a common. So don't be worried about that, and don't take harsh about that. He hasn't much faith because he is equal to me and he don't like me. Whether I'm good for you, whether I'm very good for you, or whether I'm best for you, that's beside. So now the old man said, but we haven't we? But now the boy Manolin is asking that we don't have any other option. You have to bear it, I have to bear it, because we have in a particular relation where we can't separate each other. So, but you have to bear and I have to bear. Okay. So the next one, the boy said, can I offer you a beer on the terrace and then we will take the stuff home? Why not? Why not? Kitty, if you offer me a Coke, I will not deny, inshallah. Okay, and after that we will go home. Yeah, and why not? The old man said, between fishermen, in between. It means the Santiago is coming and he's walking in between the fishermen, and Manolin is seen there. So they sat on terrace, and many of the fishermen made fun of the old man, and he was not angry. He was not angry. He was not angry. He was not angry. Others of the older fishermen looked at him and were said, but they did not show it, and they spoke politely about the current and the depths they had drifted their lines at, and the steady good weather and of what they had seen. The successful fishermen of that day were already in and had butchered their marlin out and carried them laid full length across two planks, with the two men staggering at the end of each plank to the fish house, where where they waited for the ice truck to carry them to the market in Havana. Those who had caught sharks and taken them to the sharks factory on the other side of the cove, where they were hoisted on a block and tackle, their liver removed, the liver of the whales removed, their fins cut off, and their hide the skinned out, and their flesh cut into strips for salting. So I'm going to I'm going to read the page number 3 too. I'm on page number 3 with the first paragraph. When the wind was in the east, a smell came across the harbor from the shark factory. But today there was only a faint edge of the odor, because the wind had backed into the north and the dropped off, and it was pleasant and sunny on the terrace. Santiago, the boy, said. Yes, the old man said. He was holding his glass and thinking of many years ago. Can I go out to get sardines for you? Can I go out and to get sardines for you for tomorrow? No, go and play baseball. I can still row, and Roglio will throw the net. I would like to go. If I cannot fish with you, I would like to serve in some way. You bought me a beer. The old man said. You are already a man. That's admiration for that. So when Kitty, you send me Coke, so I will admire you, inshallah. And how old was I when you first took me in a boat? 5, and you nearly were killed when I brought the fish into green, and he nearly tore the boat into 2 pieces. Can you remember? I can remember the tail slapping and banging, and the thwart breaking, and the noise of the clubbing. I can remember you throwing me into the bow, where the wet coiled lines were, and feeling the whole boat shiver, and the noise of your clubbing, him like chopping a tree down, and the sweet blood smell all over me. So today I have read page number 1, page number 2, and page number 3. So now I want to give you, at the end, I want to give you that the main character was Santiago, the main helping character was Madeline, the main villain was Marilyn, and the tools were club and scaff and harpoon and so on, many things. We will definitely talk about that more, inshallah. And let me go now, and before going I would like to request you, the Urdu of this novel you will fetch on Murshid Urdu, Professor MA Raza. And if you need, and if you are searching logic lectures, philosophy lectures, or the lecture of Matnavi of Maulana Rumi's Matnavi, then the channel is available for you, Jamid Darulum Shaful Islam. And if you are searching the lecture about Turkish language, the channel is for you, Mentor Turkish. And if you are searching about the lecture for Arabic, so the channel is for you, Mentor Arabic. So must subscribe and hit the bell icon. So let me go now and say with me, do something more for humanity, do something more for knowledge and practices. And I miss you a lot, my sweet kitty. I miss you a lot, my sweet, my best, and my valued cousin, Sonnet. And many congratulations, many greetings of the day to you, as you have got your birthday yesterday. So I will definitely send you a gift, inshallah. So let me go now and say with me, do something more for humanity, do something more for knowledge and practices. Have a good day and bye bye.